to another episode of Silver and Steel. It's us, your Tuesday night crew, here to bring you another day of whimsy and adventure in our homebrew D&D 5th edition campaign. But before we get started, let's go around the screen and introduce everyone as well as who they are playing. B. Dave, take it away.
Ambushed. I was not prepared to unmute myself. B. Dave Walters. I say words about things. I am playing Freely, the lucky boy, halfling extraordinaire, who is very happy to have his friends back.
Yay! Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the community manager for D&D Beyond. I'm playing Orkira Ildrex, the burnt dragonborn cleric, who's also happy to have her friends back.
And Jennifer.
Hey, I am Jen Kretchmer. I am playing Alyndra, who is a high elf cleric / diviner wizard, and is also happy to have all of her friends back.
Hope.
Hi, I'm Hope LaVelle, and I'm playing Penelope Halfpint, your friendly halfling druid.
Very nice. Meagan.
Hello, everyone. I'm Meagan Kenreck, and I'll be playing Sofieus. She is an artificer, but she is now an artillerist. She got rid of her elixirs. She is now the proud owner of a shiny new birdhouse for a willing and very tiny soul.
Todd?
I'm Todd Kenreck. I play Avren, who is a mostly alive warlock. That's how I decide to view that. Yeah.
Is there a fire happening?
There is.
This is fine.
We're on a cursed voyage. We're on a cursed voyage here is what we're doing.
He's
I was
about
experimenting with lights.
His little hand
Todd's
is
on
gonna
his
come
way
out.
to London to shave someone's beard.
Or I'm being pulled over by like
or hanging out
18th
in
century
Avernus.
police.
Megan, I love you so much.
Oh
Can
my
we just switch
gosh.
over to Sweeney Todd for the day?
Right? Have a
I
Sweeney
don't
Todd
have the
themed
range
campaign.
for that, no.
I mean,
Neither
I
did
can't
Johnny
sing,
Depp. It
so-
didn't stop him.
Ouch.
I said what I said.
That's rude. Well, our friendship's over.
Now we're never gonna get Johnny Depp on the show. I was this close.
Darn it!
This
watching
close to
right
it.
now.
All the
Who's
Burton fans
Traveler?
are unfollowing us right now.
And now Johnny Depp. Jeez.
Well, we're not.
But
No,
we
we're not
could get
getting
like
Dave
Victor
Matthews.
Garber.
It is
Owen
Dave Matthews.
Carius.
I've already
I
forgotten.
almost sealed the deal. We were in negotiations for 3 weeks, B Dave. 3 weeks.
Well, we could get one of the good Sweenies.
I could have saved you some time.
Get Len Cariou, get Victor Garber. It'd be awesome.
If we
B
got
Dave's
Dave
like, he doesn't
Matthews,
have
we
the
could've
range to
gotten
be on the
another 10
show.
viewers.
It is.
And Jasmine, who are you?
Yeah. who
Oh,
are you?
yeah. Hi, hello. I'm Jasmine, that bronze girl Bhullar, and I am the DM for this crazy campaign. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Last week, a couple of new members of our party joined us via Molten Ball Space Pod. My brain thinks of the ones from Dragon Ball Z. I don't know what your mind envisioned. That's what my mind envisioned. That hitched a ride on an asteroid all the way into the Underdark, where it quickly garnered the attention of a giant rock-eating worm and was wrestled from its jaws by a very brave Freely. And the people inside came out relatively unscathed, which was good because the pod was rapidly melting. After their very eventful entry into our chronicle and our world, our crew actually hasn't had a lot of breathing time. So this is probably where they would take a breath. But before that, I think we have some amazing fan art of Orkira.
I do. This came in like during the game
Wow.
last week.
That's
And-
beautiful.
I love the shading.
Amazing.
Yeah, I love her head. I'm just
Yeah.
fascinated by all of the spikes and everything on her head. So yeah,
I love her head.
I love her head.
Beautiful.
You know, the weird
Beautiful.
things that you say when you get fan art of your own characters. There you go. You say it.
And just the casual way that she's like,
Yeah,
it's
there's so much
beautiful.
emotion. I love it.
Who was the artist on this?
It's listed on there, so they don't have a Twitter. So if you go to False Mind Studios, that's what they requested we say. So thank
That
you
is
so much. It
stunning.
literally, the game was over and then it was sitting in my inbox, and I'm like, I gotta sit on this a week before I can show this off. What? So,
Aw.
thank you so much.
Amazing.
You're like Antonio Banderas from Interview with a Vampire. With that candle.
Sure.
That's
Except
where your
my-
mind went?
I'm
I mean,
Sure.
I'm still
Always.
hung
For no
hung
reason.
I'm still hung that Jasmine is our Angela Lansbury, so that's just where we are today. Yeah,
It's true.
but not from Sweeney Todd as Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast. So even like weird.
Oh, not from
I
Pirates
thought
of
from
Very
Murder,
meta.
She Wrote. I thought from Murder,
Mhm.
She Wrote.
Wait,
Yeah.
now
It's
I
all of
want
the
an
above.
all Angela Lansbury game.
That's it. I've just the great Angela Lansbury's greatest hits.
Fun.
That'll be all of our
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everyone
That
plays
needs- that
an
needs to
Angela
happen.
Lansbury.
I will be the
Yeah, that-
swashbuckler rogue from Pirates of Penzance. It'll be great.
Mhm.
Now we're
I
back
think
to
I
this.
could rock a Mrs. Potts.
I
Absolutely.
think you can do it. Mhm. You
Yeah.
can do it.
100%.
I believe in you.
Everybody
Yeah.
pick an Angela Lansbury. Go.
Bed knobs and broomsticks one.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
that's
a
a
good
good
one,
one.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweeney Todd, since so that's where we were before. That's I'm like in before Jen.
Fair enough. I saw her play Madame Arcadi in Blithe Spirit, and that was pretty amazing. So maybe Madame
Ooh.
Arcadi?
I'm not familiar with that one, to be honest. I could pretend to be cultured, but
Nah.
We've exhausted my Angela Lansbury knowledge. I'm sorry. I know that she was suspiciously near a lot of murders for a very long time,
Come for D&D, stay for the Angela Lansbury fan club.
much like Jasmine.
yep.
In fact, I have a strand of her pearls that she wore in Maine. They are one of my most prized possessions.
Oh, you've like out super fanned all of us. You've got
Yeah.
swag. Like I
My
mean,
grandma
yeah.
got them in the opera. Someone gave them to her, and so they were hers. And then she
Oh,
had
wow.
them.
I mean,
Oh,
she's
wow.
still alive, so there's a
They're super
non-zero
special.
chance those pearls are a Horcrux. You know that, right?
It's
I mean,
true.
each one
I
of them
wore
might
them
be.
to the when I saw her perform. She's amazing. Oh, she's like
Wow.
90 and she's still phenomenal. live.
94. I only know just because I just looked for like I'm like, what else has she been in? And the answer is a lot.
Mhm.
A
What if
lot.
like her life source could be stored inside those pearls?
Wow.
You
That's
Well,
it.
then I am happy to
Let
keep her alive.
like when
I
you're
am
wearing
happy-
them, and it's gonna be like, huh?
Like,
and then you're
plot
gonna have
twist.
her voice, and it's gonna be like,
This-
wow.
This is where my
Sorry.
mind goes as a DM. What if she like actually doesn't still want to be existing and she's like a Mr. Meeseeks now and can't find
Oh
those
yeah,
pearls?
no.
Because you
Oh,
have
She's in the
them.
pearls.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was the pearls.
You weren't given the pearls; they were stolen from her.
took
to
the
keep her
pearls.
alive. Jen.
Yeah, they really are black pearls. Sorry, I thought we were here to play D&D. I
That was
apologize. That was
sinister.
on, it was on me.
Yeah, we always got like good 10
Angela
minutes Angela
Lansbury
Lansbury
fan
talk before we
Yeah.
play D&D. So
True. It escalated
Yeah.
quickly though. Shout out to
Yeah.
Angela Lansbury. Hopefully she's somewhere having a good
maybe
day
we could
today.
get her on that show.
Maybe we,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
we
true.
can still get her on. I mean, we
Yeah.
could
Can
Can we
ruin
get
Grace
can we get
Kenreck.
her and also Betty White? Because Betty
Mhm.
White's like 98.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Done.
Where is
Yeah.
she storing her life?
We need to
force? I wanna
broaden our
know.
demographic.
Yeah,
It's
we've already
true.
diminished half of our sponsors because of how slanderous you people are. So at
Mhm.
least
Not
now
Not slander.
now
It's
we have
slan-
brownie points.
Slander implies our statements are false.
Wow.
What are we going to do without that Dave Matthews money?
No, just,
I don't even know if Dave
I
Matthews
think
has
Nicolas
Dave Matthews
Cage
money
too.
anymore.
I think we also drag Nicolas Cage.
That's my fault. That's
I
always, it's
don't
always
know.
my fault.
I don't know how I'm
This-
supposed to get guests for this show.
How are we going to get
The
Ice-T?
list of enemies
Just-
just
just
grows
How are
every
we-
week.
Just
How
pick
will we get
people with
Ice-T if we
talent and
can't
you
get
won't have to
Jared
worry
tall
about it.
enough?
I feel like you need to do a one shot now of all of our enemies. Like that's how
Right?
you get.
Right?
It doesn't include any of us. It's just a guest star filled enemies of Silver and Steel show.
Like some Scott Pilgrim levels. And
Yeah, it's
and honestly, we're lucky that Hope did our theme song because I had Dave Matthews lined up for that. And then that episode aired.
oh. Yeah,
And it was
no.
like, well,
mm-mm.
I'm out. And I'm like, cool, great. There goes all
Nope.
that collaboration. That's never going to get released now.
That's my
Nope.
fault.
That'll
The
be our
most
Legion of Doom. Oh, I hate
Mediocre
Dave Matthews.
song of all
Ugh.
time. It was,
Yeah. Yeah.
when it played, people did not want to watch the show. But that's beside the point, okay?
Yeah.
It's
mhm.
about the
I mean, that's okay.
collaboration.
Nickelback
True.
was the backup, so we're really glad we got Hope.
Yeah,
Gotta save
yeah.
something for next season. It's fine. Yeah.
God. I'm just
Mhm.
running out of people here. Hit the trailer.
Follow the raven's call as darkness begins to fall. To test your faith, it's time for the diamonds to break and choose whose side you will take. Give in to the powers revealed and come make a deal with your silver seal.
Thank you, Will.
I love you, Will.
Shoo!
Shut up!
Shut up. Go F yourself with your sneezy face.
Hope he gets sick.
How dare you?
Never
Less
change, BD.
Rude. I quit. I can't work
May
this way.
May the wind guide you.
Okay. So, since we weren't able to have our tearful reunion last week because it was a very rude groundworm interrupted all of you, you now find yourselves in this sort of it's hard to describe. It's like a pit, but imagine, the walls are a little bit less steep than you would imagine. It's you can climb out on your hands and knees, but it would be a very difficult hike if you were doing one. And you find yourselves in this pit with the nice iridescence of the purple, caves glinting off around you. You can smell the sort of ozony smell of the asteroid that's somewhat partly disintegrated, not far off. And as the dust settles, you find yourselves looking at each other, surrounded by these deep trenches left in the midst of this worm sort of like trying to charge at you.
I would like to walk up to Avren and
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Orkira's hand lights up with fire and she says, here, let me get that. And I'm going to cast healing, or I'm going to cast Cure Wounds, just at first level. And you get 5 health back. And I kind of look at you as that happens. I kind of put my hand on your shoulder.
It's super cold. But not you. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, yeah, there's no pulse.
Yes, but does the healing actually?
Totally. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you for the heals.
Weren't you in undead form?
Yeah, I'm still in undead form, so
but
still lasting. So I still look like a kind of vampiric lich right now. My dread form.
But there's something about when she does that and you actually get healed, she kind of nods a little bit and's like, all right, well, the rest of that is creepy, but I can deal with that freely. And then she's gonna
Orkira, oh my God. And like runs over and like hugs you, and then runs and hugs Penelope and hugs Alyndra and says, okay, you guys. So we're in a place called Camdar. I don't know where that is. And we're in the Underdark, which is down below it. Not sure about that either. Sofieus is here. She is not a tree. That's weird. And apparently we turned Avren into a half vampire, but that was just like 2 days ago. And you're kind of caught up.
What? You turned Avren into a what?
Oh, yeah, there's an easy explanation for all of this, actually. No, it's fine.
Alyndra, my accent is all messed up now. I have a music box that might be able to explain a few things. And Sofieus opens up the music box, and there's a Clockwork Freely, Clockwork Callie, Avren, and Sofieus. And they say, welcome to this town we found freely upside down. Avren made a pact, now he's kind of dead. He turned a kid he turned a kid into a warlock. Now her mom is kind of angry. There's evil in this place. I totally butchered that.
No, that pretty much covered it. Honestly, Sofieus, that was like surprisingly succinct. Yeah.
It's very cheerful and yet dark at the same time.
That explains a lot.
That's kind of what we go for here.
Yeah, well, I married her. Yeah.
Who was this pact with?
Oh, yeah. Who is this pact with? You didn't mention a pact before. I thought you were the pact maker, not the, like, you did the pacts, not like did pacts.
Certain deals had to be made, stuff like that, you know. Yep.
Could you elaborate, please?
I could, yeah, totally.
Yeah, this is pretty much it. Okay.
Yeah, but thank you for all. Hey, we're all together! Yay, team!
Did you guys,
like we've
did you
got
guys
everyone?
come from? Did you guys come from space? Like that?
Well, there was space along the way. We didn't come from space. We came from another place, a couple other places. It's a bit of a roundabout way to get here. Sorry.
Yeah, really. We went to the plane of ice cream and milkshakes. Remember?
I missed it again. Oh, but was it like as good as we like thought it would be?
Yeah, it was amazing.
He very much doesn't go try and like salvage any of the remaining ice cream. He would plunge headlong into the molten slag escape pod, looking if he could find any of the ice cream.
Yeah, it's when Freely takes a sip, it's like ice cream soup. It has like the taste of ice cream, but just a bit runnier. It's kind of like frothy.
Can I put a little prestidigitation on there to chill it down?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's perfect.
It comes together a little bit, and it's almost like, but it's like freezer burn, so it's like kind of icy. The texture's off,
A
it's
little
almost
chalky.
hard. Yeah.
Very much
We should
lean
go
in
back at some
Penelope's ear, and I'm like, yeah. So I don't know if you remember, but like when we met Sofieus and she was a tree, she's a nice tree, but she's a tree. But apparently she's Alyndra's mom, and she's not a tree. But so I'm not sure about that.
Not a tree?
But you saw a painting of her back at my home.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, remember not to mention the whole arm thing.
Sofieus. Hi, it's
Yes.
really nice to meet you. Even though you're not a tree, it's kind of disappointing. But that's not the point. I think you're beautiful any way that you are. And guess what?
Oh,
And she's
what?
going to pull out her staff. This you gave to me. It's, oh, it looks a little different. Okay, well,
well,
I'm
we can work on that. I'm sure you have many fascinating stories about how you've used this.
Yeah. Like this one time with the giant worms, I used this giant wall of thorns, and it was really, really fun.
Remember that? Oh, that was in that Rex and Trum. Oh, I hated that place though.
Yeah, that
Oh,
place sucks.
yeah.
Terrible.
We're pretty far away from that place, right?
Terrible, awful place.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh no, it's
the
kind of fun
stars-
sometimes. Yeah, I
the-
liked it. Yeah.
I don't know where we are, but the stars are like totally different. And I've been a lot of places too. I've never seen anywhere like this place, so I'm not sure. I think I guess we're far. Although Freely does make a point of starting to collect any of the gems. What Spice told us to get, start collecting that stuff.
It's not gems; it's chunks of meteorite.
That.
Okay.
And then I'm like, and we met this construct, and her name was Callie, and she's really nice, and she's from the Underdark, but then her family was in trouble, so we came back to visit, and then she was like, I should stay with my family, and we were like, okay, I mean, I guess that makes sense. And then on the way here, we saw a hole in the, I don't know, what's the roof of the Underdark, and this like really great girl named Spice told me that we should come here, and she would pay us to get some meteorite bits, and then, but it wasn't a meteor, it was you guys in the meteor, and there's this big old chunky worm that we busted up. Speaking of worms.
And don't forget the part where she ghosted you and left you for dead. That was good.
no.
She did do that.
No,
Yep.
technically, I was like, run, and she did because that was logical, and you guys didn't because we're very on brand, even though we've been apart for some time, and now
Well,
we're
you
here.
didn't run either, so I mean, running
No,
was a collective
but I was trying to
thing.
do the hero thing, Orkira. I was like, no, come on, you big old worm, while my friends got away, and then
Oh, that reminds me. That's the reason we're here. Avren, you said there was like a Sir Biswalot we're supposed to help.
Yeah, so about that. Yeah, thank you for moving between time and space. Sir Brissalot is in need of desperate help, isn't that right? So he's a great hero.
Okay.
you could have summoned them at any time. You saw how sad I was when I didn't know where they were. You could have just called them here.
Sometimes, well, listen, it's good to be sad once in a while, so you know what happy is.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh,
If that was
well,
how that
no,
works,
no,
I'd be a lot happier a
no.
lot of the time. Hi, Sofieus. Orkira, nice to meet you. Is that a worm?
Hello, it is very nice to meet you. So yes, this is my companion, Sir Biswalat. He has been through a lot, as you can see. His eyes don't quite open anymore. We'll fix that eventually. Isn't that right, Freely?
Penelope, if that worm moves, shoot it.
No.
Leave the
Thank
worm
you.
alone,
Thank
freely.
you, Penelope. I knew that we were going to get along.
So
It's very cute.
Did you replace your previous companion? What happened to them?
I don't know where they went. So I had to create a companion for myself, and I'm still working on that. I have created a few different tools to work up with that, to work up to possibly converting Sir Biswalat into a more suitable companion for myself.
Orkira's
And-
come over to
Right.
examine the worm, and I'm assuming she can tell this has been dead for a while, right?
At this
Oh,
point,
yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah,
It's been like
it's
4
turned,
or 5 days.
It's turned
Yeah,
colors.
3 or 4
It's-
days.
It's not purple anymore. It just looks a little desecrated and gray, and there's dried blood on it. The eyes are sealed shut. You can see that there's stitching, piecing the body together. And, well, I guess we might as well do this now. So Sofieus paints the squiddling worm's eyes open. So she has some white paint with some, maybe some brown effects to create the iris, and paints the cheeks to appear as though they are a healthy pink, and sews all of the holes on its body closed. After learning that her homemade defibrillator worked on Avren, she uses this on her worm. And you see she holds up this metal contraption with 2 rods and copper coils and stabs her worm with it. She pours a similar elixir that you saw her use on Avren before. As she turns the crank and pours the elixir into the funnel, the smell of burning muscle permeates the air. After a few minutes, you see 2 purple tendrils, 2 huge puppy-like black eyes, 2 arms, and 2 legs grow out of the worm's body. The worm's body becomes encased in this new purple gnome squiddling form.
You
So
see
cute.
Freely's
It's
sword
so
very
cute.
much pops out, and he goes, "Not a lich vampire Serbisqualot. No, ma'am. Not today."
And she grabs it, picks it up. Okay, Freely, I'm going to have to ask you to stand down.
Yeah,
It's not
calm
going
down,
to
Freely.
hurt you.
Yeah, you're gonna be okay. I think you're gonna be safe from the big bad squiddling.
Is that the same one we met in Brimstone?
Well, apparently this one's different.
Uh,
According to Mother, she said that it's not the same.
Well, either way, it's not dead anymore, so I guess my job here is done.
Okay. Oh, bye.
but is-
Thank you.
is
Well,
it-
Thanks
is
for
it-
dropping by, everyone.
Orkira, thank you for
appreciate
your
that.
willingness to
Wait,
help.
no.
She's going to put this new companion down on the ground. It's still very experimental, just to see how how it reacts to its new form, and if it seems like it has a different personality. Now she puts it down on the ground. You see it stand on 2 tendrils and look up at everybody and blink its big black eyes at everyone. And then it looks
Ow.
back at Sofieus, confused, because they were companions in a past life.
Now this makes sense. She was testing the device on Avren to actually save Serbisqualot. No, okay, now that was the piece I was missing in this story. Now right.
Yeah, but she used the device on me multiple times. It's
We have a lich worm. Hey, you guys got here in time for some diet necromancy. All right.
May have left out the vampire blood for this one.
Oh.
Well,
I feel fine. Vampire blood isn't that bad for you. It gets a really bad rap. Okay,
really,
first
it
off,
didn't make him undead. I mean, he's creepy, but he's always been creepy, but he's not undead.
wait, me or the worm?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't examined the worm yet, but you.
Oh, that's mean. I'm not creepy.
No, but Orkira, you remember when we ran into that him also in Rex and Trum that like wasn't dead and wasn't alive and didn't breathe and was like somewhere in between? It's like that. It's like that guy.
Yeah,
but
we
that
make
guy
a lot of
wasn't-
clones.
That guy wasn't undead either.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, but the good news is we've kind of like narrowed down the whole clone thing, and we are now. And I'm not sure. Have you been to our apothecary that has meat in great supply?
I would rather not talk about that.
No, it's great. It's a great idea. We just had all these surplus clones, so we've been just like grinding them up into like sausage meat. So
Can't
it's
feed people. I'm sorry.
well, I mean,
it's
it's cloned people. It's not really like that different.
Hey, maybe we should just get out of this tunnel before, if that had any friends, it comes back. And this meteorite's apparently precious. It's expensive. It's worth something. Did you guys need anything else out of your pod from wherever? You're gonna have to tell me what that's about. But are we ready to roll?
You know what? I have no idea what's going on, but I am just so happy to be here.
We're happy that you're here.
Same. Where is Spice? Spice. And I thaumaturgy to make my voice boom 3 times louder. And I'm like, Spice, we killed the worm.
You hear from very far away, like, stop making so much noise. There's more worm, yes?
Oh, there's more
Apparently.
worm?
No, I guess so. Well, maybe we should be where the worms are not. So I guess everybody grab some meteorite and let's skedaddle.
Really, can we talk about like sneakiness and not like screaming at the top of your lungs in the Underdark constantly and letting every monster know on the planet that we're like our exact echolocation?
Excuse me, Count von Avren. When I want to be, I am a ghost. Okay?
Well,
Right.
actually, that's my thing. I become the ghost thing. But
We need to have a conversation about that at some point as well.
right. Well, let's get upstairs. Well, first off, I'm glad you're all here because this world is in dire need. There's like a horrible, terrible, apocalyptic like thing happening, and yeah, this entire countryside could use all of your help.
Yay!
So,
Well, we
I
were
mean,
trying to go on
boo.
vacation, but I mean,
it's like vacation.
No,
No,
it is
it-
not.
no,
No, it
it's
is
just
not.
our lives. But it makes Penelope happy, so here we are.
Yay, adventure.
It's a Penelope
Also, what-
vacation.
Yeah, that was a nice, like, giant centipede thing. Like, I never seen you do that before. That was cool. You had, like, all them legs and you were all crawling.
Yeah, thank you. I know. Ever since I got here, I feel so much more connected to animals and bugs and a little less connected to the plants. Why? I can't really feel the plants, Orkira. What's going on?
You're asking me. I'm lucky that I feel connected to anything sometimes.
Well,
Well,
I
we
feel
should-
different.
Yeah, like, when I got here, I couldn't, like, anymore. Like, I was just like, I still don't have it all back yet. I mean, are you guys, can you still... You know?
Well, I don't know. Usually I can hear the
I know.
plants talking, and yet maybe it's just because we're in the Underdark, but I don't hear anything.
Oh, you know what I haven't done in a while? And she comes up to the two of you and spreads her arms and puts one claw on each of your shoulders and goes, I haven't death warded. Hold on, wait, let me try that again.
Yeah, no,
I
because
haven't
I need it,
death-warded?
man. It's been crazy. Give it to me. Give it to me. Come on.
Yeah, I need it.
Oh, I don't think I could do that anymore.
He's getting the halflings addicted to death ward or something now. You guys like, does it get you like high or something?
No, I mean, if we're gonna be honest, it's me that's kind of addicted to death warding people, but no, I'm familiar with this. This is not the first time that I've shown up places and not been able to do things. Penelope, Alyndra, how you feel? Are you missing things?
I will reach for banishment because I figure I can return. Oh no!
I'm like, yeah, I wonder where my home plane is. Come on, give it to me. Let's go.
All
Yep.
right, come here,
Give it to me.
freely.
Pretty sure the
And
prime
I
material
feel
plane
like-
is your plane.
I'm like, I'll see you guys later. Let's go.
If I just
No, just relax. And everybody's looking at you. Wait, I'm not gonna look at you, so you don't like no performance anxiety. Come on, give it to me. Send me somewhere. Let's go.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh.
not this again.
Hey, look, on the bright side, nobody had to have their brain eaten by another brain. So there's that. And we're all
We
together.
weren't stuck in a time bubble for several thousand years.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Us?
That was a bad thing.
Really? It's been thousands of years? Like it's been like 2 weeks since I saw you guys.
No, this was something.
This was before.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's been a couple months since we saw you. You know, timey-wimey stuff.
Did you get my message? Because I got yours, but I sent you one back and I told you that I hit Avren. Like that was my favorite part so far when I hit Avren.
Yeah, I was a little confused and then it just kind of made sense. So, yeah.
Well.
Great. I'm glad we could all join hands on that one.
Avren, since you've spent more time with them, do you know why they lost their magic?
I don't. My guess is that the weave just works differently here.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming back though. It's coming back. Well, okay, so and I do sort of start walking like while we're doing this. I'm like, so we've been kind of camped out in this town called Port Argent, and Avren and Sofieus are like elected officials. That's wild, right? Avren is the knight now. He's the knight of smiles and stink.
Before we get too far away,
Put you in charge?
We're not in charge. We have some authority here, but I don't think that they really respect our decisions in Port Argent. But Avren has angered a few people. You know, as Avren does. He
Just a mom.
he turned a 7-year-old into a warlock. So you know, Wendy was her name, and she's not very happy with him. Took him to court and everything. It was a whole deal.
But it was Daisy. That was the warlock. Was
Her
Wendy
mom's
the mom?
name was Wendy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she was very upset about the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you should probably not let your 7-year-olds run around the forest. You know,
And what
willy
have
nilly.
you done to make that right?
Oh, he made a very compelling argument.
Absolutely nothing.
Turning a child into a warlock?
Well, had he not turned the child into a warlock, imagine
7-year-olds
what could
are not
possibly happen.
old enough to consent to that decision. There's a reason we have ages where we consider people adults.
Yeah. No, he gave a 7-year-old basically a shotgun, and I just turned my head and shoot an Eldritch Blast just kind of off into the distance.
Yeah, but also a
can do that.
goblin, and also that's goblin years. That's like, I don't know, 82. So it's fine.
Orkira leans over to Penelope. What's a shotgun?
Man, I don't even understand half the stuff that's going on right now, but
Okay.
I'm just nodding a lot.
All right.
I'm
First
just
off,
gonna
let's
follow
get out
you.
the worm place.
Let's
We
be
all
not
agree
near
with
the
that?
worm.
Yeah. Let's get safe. Let's grab all the stones we can, and then let's get out of here.
What sort of place is this that we are in?
This is like their Underdark. I mean, it's the Underdark, but like the under where we were Underdark.
You walk away with I rolled 2 d4s, 4
Hey.
chunks of meteorite that look unmarred and look like good sized pieces. They're basically chipped off of the larger chunk. You could take more if you wanted to sit and bother mining it, but if you just look at what's on the ground, you walk away with 4 chunks.
Sofieus, you got any idea what this is for? All Spice said is that it's expensive and important.
Can I do an investigation check on it?
Can I shape it?
A nature check, yeah.
Nature.
Do you have stone shape?
I do not.
I don't
I was
either
talking-
anymore.
Oh.
I used to.
Oh, Penelope, that's
You
all. We'll
hold
keep
the
some, and
rough
you'll make
piece
some honey.
of meteorite in your hand and you attempt to mold it. And it almost starts to shape and then it like pushes against it almost like elastic and goes back to its normal shape.
But hey,
Alright.
giant centipede though. Giant centipede.
It's all right. They make bill for that. You hear from as you're walking like out of the pit.
Hey,
and you
she's
see
just
sure
tired.
enough Spice sitting on a like rock, once again cleaning underneath her nails with her knife.
Sophia's
It's okay.
holding on to a piece of
Maybe you
meteor
just
and-
need energy drink, yeah? Do not
That
cry.
sounds amazing.
It happens. Sometimes you get tired, maybe need nap.
Nap
Yeah.
sounds amazing.
Oh, naps do sound good. Hi, I'm Orkira. I don't think we've met yet.
Hello?
So, how long have you been hanging out with Avren?
Not long. I don't know him, don't like him. Little one, very cool. Yes, like him. Very
Okay.
efficient. Very brave, too. Don't know why you bothered to kill Worm. I was just going to take meteorite and go, but it's okay.
We get stuck in battles a lot. Sorry. So, these chunks of stuff.
So you came from Sky.
That's an easy way of explaining it.
Little
Yes.
bit maybe weird. I try not to judge, but maybe a little bit weird walking around in giant ball. But I put my hamster in ball sometime, so maybe I not know what you're into. Maybe that's hobby for you.
Well, only a couple
Looks
of
like
times.
fun. Would like to try sometime. Maybe make
Yeah.
a giant ball.
Freely loves to be put in a ball sometimes. Yeah. Right, Freely?
Oh, Spice. Yeah. What now? Is the mission accomplished? Hey, all right.
Mission is accomplished. Mission. I mean, it wasn't really mission, more like errand, like going to get grocery. But if you want to call mission, yeah, accomplished. Good job. Thank you.
Well, it involved like a lot of potential death. Hey, that
Because
guy,
of Worm? I mean, your
you
friend
saw
is
that
scarier
thing.
Worm than that.
Do you hear that, Penelope?
You're
You're
scary.
scary.
You're afraid of little Worm?
It was 100 feet long.
Penelope had it. She had that thing dead to rights.
She
I
was
bit it on the
wrestling.
butt.
She was wrestling. She was going to pile drive. I
Yeah.
was waiting, sitting here with popcorn.
It,
Ooh, popcorn.
Freely is afraid of
I was
little
thinking
Worm.
we haven't eaten in a while. A snack would be lovely.
Yeah. I've got some
Uh,
marshmallows. You want some marshmallows?
I'd love
Marshmallows.
some. Thank
Are you all
I will-
hungry? You want snack?
we need
Always.
What?
we
We've
need
been
to find
covering for some
Blink
time.
again.
Oh, Blink. Blink coming to town every morning. He does
Yeah.
deliveries, sometimes trades.
Could you
From time to time.
maybe like lead us out of here, like maybe back like to your neck of the woods there, because we got to find him, and I think we got to get back topside. I think we're done down here.
I could lead you back to town.
It's would be mighty neighborly of you, and we can have like a little time to talk while we're walking.
Talk about how you are afraid of worm. She starts walking in a direction.
So
And he
as
did he very
Sophius
much.
passes freely,
Yeah,
she says it was only 50 feet long.
It was 50 feet when it got reduced, and also I'm still not too sure about that thing. Pointing at your assistant there.
I put my hand on freely, and I cast prestidigitation, that thing I can't say, and I try to warm his arm for a minute because it must be very cold under all that shade.
Yeah. And I do just start walking.
Yeah, she
Like,
walks at a brisk pace and leads you back to like the main town. You didn't have to walk that far away. The town is really quiet, you notice, more so than it was this morning. A lot of the hustle and bustle of commerce has kind of died down. But there are the same unsavory types sitting on front porches and hanging out at bars nearby.
Oh, is this Port Argent?
No. Port Argent is like 2 days, and I just point straight up.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's a whole sun and everything up there, actually.
Oh, that's
so
good.
this isn't the whole world or anything. This is the inside part. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
so
parts, cool parts.
I agree. I like everyone here. Everyone seems quite nice.
Up top
I'm-
is how you say yuppie.
Yeah. that
Yuppie
is
people.
how you
They're
say that.
dogs?
No.
Well, I mean, there are dogs, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
we don't
I
like
mean-
crime. Oh no, my
Yuppie
God.
people.
Speaking of not liking crime, I'm keeping an eye out for any sign that they know Sophius robbed them, and I got a dirty 20. Like, I'm looking to see like if the guards or anything like get agitated when we show up. Like, that's what I'm looking for.
It was only one shopkeeper that was robbed, and you do notice his stand is now shuttered. It stands closed and abandoned.
Oh no, I put him out of business.
Man, it's the burden of the free market. Yeah, okay, all right. I'm like, you guys said you were hungry. They did have things here that seem yummy enough, I think.
I mean, I would not eat here. Probably going to get some type of tummy rumble.
Where would you eat?
Well, you are in luck. There is a festival happening nearby.
Oh,
Exactly.
what sort of festival? Is it a celebration of a certain holiday, or is it
Every 10
worship
years
ceremony?
happen. Yeah, it's called Twilight Pool Fair. It happened in an underground cave nearby. In the water, there's some type of bioluminescent kelp. I mean, not kelp. What is the other word? Krill, I think maybe you call. There's some
Yes.
type of bioluminescent krill. Every 10 years, it experience uptick in population. Whole pool look like it's glow blue. People come from all around, set up all types of tents and attraction. There are fair game. You can win tickets. Tickets you can only spend in very special prize hut. Stuff you find there you cannot find anywhere else.
Once every 10 years, and it
Every
just so
10
happens.
years.
You guys got here today, and it was today, and this is it only happens every 10
That's
years?
why I maybe not think it's so weird. You know, maybe interlink some type of cosmic star line. I believe in that stuff. I don't know
We're
about you.
supposed to be here.
Oh God,
No.
we're gonna get eaten.
You
No,
watch
let's do it
Orkira
Penelope.
close. You watch Orkira close her eyes, and out loud she prays to her god, the phoenix, and says, "Oh, thank you. I needed a vacation. Yeah, let's definitely. Yeah. Let's go give it a shot."
He like very much like extends an arm to Penelope, and he's like, "Well, I guess we're gonna check out this."
They
Festival
have
down
my favorite. If you go, you try Batwing.
I have it on the highest
Wing.
authority that nothing good comes from eating bats.
Oh, it's
Well-
not actual bat. You take batter, you put it in frying hot oil and in like little shape, and you deep fry that, and you put sugar on that, and it look like bat wing. We're not actually eating bats
Oh.
down here freely.
Freely, we have to go.
It's a dough, like
no.
a fried dough type of treat. It's very-
I'm already on the way. Just
I
which,
would
this
try
way,
if I
that
was
way?
you.
Yeah, no. Where are we going? We're already walking. Like which
So
way are we
there-
heading?
Just to make sure, are there any sort of like ritual sacrifices or things we need to be concerned about at this festival?
No, nothing like that. People here believe in lunar cycle a little bit. There is a little tiny shaft in which moonlight comes down into pool and everything is glowing blue, but we don't eat people or anything like that. Not like our friend. I hear him talking about grinding people up. We are not like that.
Yes,
People think
that is
down
a
here.
conversation we are going to have at some point.
Yeah, that's we are not doing anything like that. We're not eating bats either.
It's cruelty-free clones. It's totally safe and organic. It's fine.
I fought lots of those
I don't
clones.
know.
It was not cruelty-free. No.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, but
usually
no-
when you have to say something's cruelty-free, it's usually when it's not cruelty-free.
I have missed you so much, Orkira. Yeah, no, let's go check this place
Also,
out.
people.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Also, 7-year-old child. Honestly,
No, she's
honestly.
a pretty good warlock though. Like, no, he was like deeply wrong for doing it, but she's a solid girl. Yeah,
No, she's doing great. She's doing fine. I haven't checked in on her in a while though. So
yeah, it's an unattended minor with devastating mystical powers. Yeah, no, it's great.
This is
yeah,
the one
so
that
it's
belongs
just
so
imagine
many
Freely,
levels.
only like taller, right? Like right, Freely?
I am very tall for a halfling.
That's true.
Really, your friend's very strange, little bit.
Yeah, no, like a lot bit. Yeah, you are very perceptive, Spice.
But seem like
very
maybe you
perceptive.
have good time there.
Yeah, no, we're on the way.
Get
No,
some
you said
popcorn
that way.
maybe. Yeah, you go that way, you'll hear it before you see it. You'll hear music.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you, Spice.
Have fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
anything
we'll
we
have fun.
should anything we should be careful of.
It is fair, dragon lady.
You know, but in our experiences, it's never that simple.
Okay,
Yeah.
who hurt you? Like
Curious
sometimes
about
just
your
good
truffle
things happen.
celebrations.
Who hurt
So
me?
Alyndra's kind of taking notes on everything that's being mentioned about the fair, because fairs are a really excellent way to establish cultural traditions
Context, yeah.
and yeah. So she keeps asking all of these questions. Types of food and types of people, and is there festival garb and
People come from all
Exactly.
around. Festival garb, maybe a little underdressed. Or should I say overdressed. Armor, weapon, little bit, trashy. It's, you're having good time. Music, dancing, good time.
I don't really have another change of clothes.
That's okay.
I don't want to be wearing my undergarments around a fair.
At least you have pants this time, so that's a marked improvement.
Yeah, pants are
Yeah.
always better.
Freely.
Yeah.
Weren't you going to like ask Spice out or something like that? I thought you guys were like connecting.
I mean,
I'm assuming you
don't-
whispered this to him.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just lean into him and I'm like, you don't hear what I'm saying via message, man.
Okay, very creepy. Okay, I just don't need.
You,
I don't need
you
that.
don't blink. What do you mean very creepy? Like, come on, like what is this? What is this?
Okay, that's fair. That hurts. It's hurtful,
Yeah.
but it's fair.
It's-
So, all right. Well, enjoy your message thing.
yeah.
I
no,
believe in you.
it's like
Sophia sees Freely gesture at Avren's face, and she assumes that Avren is looking a little pale again. So she touches up his makeup to brighten his pallor a bit. There you go. Don't make things weird for him, Avren.
I feel like my
just
dread
let
form
him-
probably dropped by now. Also, I hope.
the powdered cheeks are a bit much, but that's okay. Yeah, he only looks like recently dead.
Listen,
No.
I've-
Well,
He's
it's a
not-
very natural look.
He's not dead.
It is not.
though.
No, they like to the fair, to the fair, to the fair.
yeah, we were having a good time at the fair. Yeah,
I couldn't heal him if he was dead. So
yeah. Well, maybe there'll be balloons.
To the fair balloons.
I gotta be
I
careful
kinda
on
To the
balloons.
fair.
shuffle over to Orkira and I say, it's making the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. I'm not sure about this.
Ooh, I hope there's bobbing for apples because I'm
And
going to be
also-
really good at that now.
Also, there's
Ah.
packs have never gone well. Never.
Listen, you're right that a lot of this is creepy, but your dad's always been a little creepy, and as long as he's not undead, that's the only thing I really care about. Everything else is just his aesthetic.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He's goth
It's
now.
just
I mean, if he wants to be all emo, that's
It's
up
not
to
a
him.
phase.
He took ranks in
God.
edgelord. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing about being undead is that like your choice is gone, and then I can't bring you back, and I can't heal you. But if I could heal him, then he's not undead, and he's just creepy.
An
I mean, it's a
wind
cool looking
blows.
sword.
Yeah, it's one I had when we met, actually.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Back
that
in the
in a
day,
while.
before I got buried. You know,
Yeah.
that was a bummer.
Do you have to dig up your own body to get your own sword back?
Surprisingly, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
the person who brought you back didn't help or anything?
Yeah, that wasn't really the arrangement to help.
Oh.
You the guy that was in the grave where there was the tree with the money and the bird coughed up a coin and all that? You were that guy in that place?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Oh, that was like 4 lifetimes ago.
Oh, it's
Right?
been a lot more for me, trust me.
I think maybe you guys huff up a lot of space dust in hole.
No, we're just
Sometimes that
strange.
can have a destabilizing effect.
First of all, no, but are you saying you have space dust in the
Yeah, I mean, asking for a friend, you know? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying from some talking about coming back from dead, all this maybe.
You know, Spice, we do live in a magical world. Like all sorts of things.
Well, I
like,
mean,
possible,
yes, but
Yeah, if you're
Don't
powerful
think
enough,
it's
you
so
can bring
strange.
you can bring people back from the dead who've been dead for like centuries.
The world is a little less magical, a little less extreme than the places where we've been to, though, I think.
Hey, Spice, you want to see something cool? Remember
Uh-oh.
how, like, Orkira just said, like, you can bring somebody back even though they've been dead for centuries?
mm,
I slide the compartment in my palm open and I take out Orkira's scale.
mhm.
And I'm like, we lost her once. So I hold on to this just in case we lose her again so we can always get her back. I still have it. And I just
That's-
put it back in there.
A little bit creepy.
Yeah.
But very sweet.
Is that what you did,
Hmm.
Alyndra? Is that what you did when you asked me for the Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of sweet and creepy. Yeah.
I
Okay.
just want to go on record.
you
I
want-
don't have any of you in my hand. Just
Yeah,
saying.
well, maybe a little bit.
I
Well,
have
no, I-
Avren's hand.
Wait, you have an Avren hand too?
Yeah, really, look. It was like a hand, but then it wasn't. I thought I was going to get a mechanical one, but then they found this nice flesh one from like other halflings, and yeah.
He got
Oh, it is a limited edition. There's nothing else like it.
Oh no, there was a whole bin of them. It was kind of creepy. But you know, once
Yeah,
again,
there was
that's
a
just
lot of
aesthetic,
them.
so-
A lot of
While you're
regular halfling
pooping.
hands.
Body parts.
Okay, Freely, calm down.
Sure.
Breathe. Use your words. Okay, listen. There might have been a few extra arms.
I am really. I am
There
still.
might have been a bin full of halfling pots, but like, time was of the essence. You know
You know what? Harold
I
got
keep
a giant
wondering
arm for
why I
his
grew
leg.
up
It's
strange.
fine. I'm good like this. I'm good like this. I'm good like this. Let's just go to the fair.
Yeah.
This is so strange. Let's just go to the fair.
Let's get you some cotton candy.
If you go to fair, please don't tell them that I told you about it because I think maybe that'll be embarrassing.
Well, now I'm embarrassed. Now I feel hurt.
Are you not coming
Everybody's-
with us, Spice?
Say that I was going to stay here. Just tell them you happen to wander in. Don't name drop.
All right, no problem. We'll tell everyone Spice said we should all be welcomed with great praise.
Spice says that the food is terrible and that I should help them.
Well, it's
add
good
some
thing I
butter.
not give anybody here my real name.
Oh, sneaky.
Well
Very
played.
sneaky.
Nice.
It's sugar, isn't it?
I don't know.
All right.
Freely told me I was spicy girl, so I decided maybe I'll go by Spice.
Yeah, Freely's our spicy boy. So
I am.
Are we
All
going
right.
on vacation
So-
or
Sophie-
not?
Yeah,
we're
Sophia's
going on
is just
vacation.
gonna start
We're going.
walking
We're
towards
going.
the fair.
It's not.
We're going.
It's not a vacation. Let me tell you. When we get back, so there's like some undersea menace, and I just started like recounting Hank and that whole story, everything that happened in the mines, like just all these like monsters that are destabilized, like all of this while we're walking.
Not really. All that sounds like later problems. I just,
Yeah, no.
you know, a little bit of fun would
No.
be nice.
But Penelope, you are gonna love Chunkers when you meet him. He's like a big old chunky boy, but he's like a killer fish. But he's nice. Like I mean, you'll really like him when you get to meet him.
That sounds amazing.
Freely, as you're walking away, roll a perception check.
18.
18. I beat it by 2. So as you're recounting to them the tales and everything, now you're like out of sight of the town. You've been walking for quite some time. As you're walking, you kind of notice it after a while. One of your back pockets. You feel something there that you didn't feel there before. Pull it out. It's a pouch full of tokens. They you can't tell what's in them. Maybe it's like clay wrapped in some type of paper, and it has a logo on it. Like the side of it is kind of painted gold, the edge of it, and inside is like a black circle with a silver star set in the middle. And if you reach inside the pouch, you'll find a note.
I would like to read it.
The note says, in Spice's like telltale sort of widely spaced lettering, a couple of tokens to enjoy Faire.
Like, I don't know that this is the equivalent of a black pearl, but I will take it. And I just sort of put it back in I take the note out of the pouch and put that in a separate pocket, and I put the tokens back in another one.
You also notice of the 250 gold you received, like and split amongst yourselves from your last mission, 5 gold is missing.
Yeah, that's very much on brand. Yep. I do like nimble hands, though. Yep.
More information than we needed.
Please, yeah. Use your inside voice. You know how message works? Try using that when you're thinking of other people. Good God.
I said what I said, and then keep walking.
As you walk, the sound kind of drifts to you eerily on the wind. It's this almost haunting kind of accordion sound. And the cave air gets cooler and cooler from what you can only surmise is some type of underground water fixture. And
I'm going to start listening to the music to try and see if I can identify any of the kind of harmonics or the type of music, the instruments that are being used, to see if that can give me any information in terms of places I've been, things I know, things I've read about.
Yeah. Give me a history check.
18.
It reminds you of the type of music you may have heard in passing in like caravans. It's almost very desert-like.
Like a nomadic.
A lot of the instruments are things you're not used to hearing all the time. You even also pick up sort of like vaguely on the wind, like bells, like the type of bells people affix to their feet. And so maybe there's some dancing that's kind of playing into the music and kind of drifting on the wind to you. You also hear an instrument that was used in Persia and northern India back in the day, which is like almost like a giant tongs that have like metal affixed to the top and bottom that you smack up and down. You hear it. And as you get closer, like, that haunting side of kind of accordion and harmonium sound gets louder and louder. And it's a kind of creepy, but also very melodic, jolly tune, something you can dance to.
Great.
And then you see it. You see a faint blue glow as you enter this like very large grotto. And you see 2 tall poles that are like have that spiral design, and they're purple. And then sort of strung across them is a large golden banner. And it has that same logo that was on the coin, Freely. That like sort of like a black circle with a silver star in the middle.
When I look at it, I just say, Penelope,
Yeah.
who's your best friend in the whole wide world across all the planes?
Freely.
And I
That's
bust
Mr. Adventure
out the tokens, and I just hand her the whole pouch. I'm like, there you go.
It's a lot of tokens because there's enough for 3 for each of you.
Got it. 3 for me all the time, all of them.
Yep.
So you now have in your possession 18 coins.
Okay. I'll share.
Penelope, hold on to mine. And if I need anything, I'll ask, okay?
Okay. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for me, 1 for you.
You know what? I trust Penelope with this. I don't care. Go ahead. Enjoy yourself.
I think we've hung out too much, Penelope. I can't believe I'm saying this.
I still feel a little bit of my warlock left.
Off
And
in
you
the
enter
distance, yeah, right?
the
Mhm.
fair. As you dropping my books. As you enter, you see it. It's a large, very large, like sort of underground lake. And you see this almost hypnotic swirling in the middle. And even like as the water gently drifts like towards the banks, you see it. It's like a wave of bioluminescent glowing blue that hits the shore and then breaks and then it goes back into the middle of the lake. And there's some type of like small puncture in the roof of the cave you're in that's letting in moonlight but also air, and that's kind of seems to be what's pushing the water around. And there's people from all walks of life, and the smell hits you first. It smells like kettle corn, that nice thick sweetie smell, and like sausages, and it drifts on you through the wind, and you see all manner of food carts and beautiful purple and green tents erected everywhere. There's people gulping fire. There's people performing all types of tricks for tips and for entertainment. And there's people kind of joyously laughing and merrymaking all around this lake.
First
Can I
off,
walk over
tell me
to
more about the
the-
sausages.
Of course.
When you walk over to the sausage cart, the gentleman making the sausages is a very thickly mustachioed gnome. And he is stuffing the sausages fresh as he's throwing them on the grill. He has a giant, like, sort of vat of ground up meats, and he makes the sausage custom according to your taste. You notice he's got like he has what he has ground bat, so you're not sure Spice was 100% honest with that. Ground flail snail, and then conventional ground buffalo. And then he has a variety of vegetables and add-ins. And as people ask for them, he takes like, these large, like very thinly stretched intestines and stuffs them, spins them, throws them on the rack.
Sophia's, what kind of things do we have in the bag of holding? We can make hot dogs.
Well, you like spicy hot dogs, right? I still have this spicy rock. I just need a fire source.
I don't want to eat the rock though. But do we like have the crab legs still
No,
from the
but
giant
we
crab
can-
people?
But we can
Sophia's.
cook on it.
We could sell the crab legs. They probably don't have giant crab legs down here. Or
Avren, make
what?
sure to eat your vegetables, okay?
No, I don't ever
Always
eat my
eat your
vegetables. That's
vegetables.
why I'm dead. So yeah.
Sophia's, do you need fire? I can help with that.
That's true.
Yes. Oh, hold on 1 minute. And she takes her alchemy jug and runs over to the water and scoops up some of the bioluminescent creatures because she's been really curious about them ever since they came into town.
Mhm.
And pours it onto her rock and
Mhm.
holds it up to Orkira.
I very much look to see, does anybody look horrified or offended by her scooping the bioluminescent creatures out of the water?
She gets some side eyes and some like above grounders. Like,
Oh.
some of that, some like,
I'm stopping at every single performer. I'm making sure to tip them, and I sit and I stand. It's like going to a museum with someone who reads every single card.
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
it's with every performer.
Yeah, you stop in front of a
Pretty bad.
contortionist, a half-orc
my.
contortionist, who is currently bent over in half and speaking to you through his own ankles.
We can fix that.
Lots of
No.
practice.
Might want
And
to get
then,
that
like-
looked at, buddy.
He kind of bends his knees a little bit and rests like on his forearms between his ankles. Hi, how's it going?
Wonderful performance.
Enjoying the fair?
Very much.
And then he
Very
kind of like
much.
unfolds himself and like stands upright, and then immediately kind of like takes one of his legs and pulls it up over his shoulder.
Oh,
I'm very bendy. he is
yes.
very pleased by your your wonder.
I take out a coin and I toss it to him,
Much
or
appreciated.
wherever
ma'am.
his. I think I'll give a silver.
Okay, yeah. Thank you kindly.
I lean over to Sofieus. I told you this is going to happen. She's going to run away with a boy from the fair. I always knew this was going to happen. This is how it happens. It's happening right now. He's all nimbly bimbly over there, and she's like, "Wow, how does that happen?" This is like, yeah.
Stretching, lots of stretching.
I think he said, "I'm very flexible. I'm not liking where this is going at all."
Well, this is what happens when we go away on too many adventures and leave our whittle friend to help raise her.
Yeah, well, that's true. Probably shouldn't let gnomes raise your children. Well, how the bioluminescent squiddy thingies?
Oh, Orkira, would you mind?
Yeah. What do you need me to do?
Can you just cook these? Do you have a fire source?
I am a fire source, and she'll take whatever you want. You've got some of these bioluminescents. What were they? Were they krill? Were they?
Well, they're like almost. They're not microorganisms, but they're pretty damn close. It's not like shrimp. It's a lot smaller than that.
Okay.
Things that whales eat when they pull them in through their very weird mouths that have like, little thieves in them.
It's not. Yeah, it's almost like.
So it's not like
quinoa.
shrimp.
That was Orkira's "I am vengeance."
I am fire. I will cook anything for you.
What you see on the rock is almost like a film, more so than like a actual like filling of any type.
All right. Is this all you want?
Well, it was all I could catch.
Okay. And then
I figure just a sampling because it is bioluminescence, and I don't know what it's going to do when we eat it. For educational purposes, of course.
Orkira takes a second and thinks about. No, she can still do lesser restoration. Okay, good. You see her cock her head a little bit, and she's gonna, and then she's going to breathe on the rock and the krill, and hopefully nobody else around her.
And she drops the rock because it got too hot.
Oh, you were holding it. Oh no,
Well
she would have
done.
said put the. No, you want to put the rock down. Just put it
She's
down.
still holding the rock.
No, put it down.
The film remains like, smeared across the rock and somewhat like charred and blackened now.
Well, it doesn't look very appetizing, does it? And she kind of scoops it up on her finger and tastes it.
Well,
mostly like charcoal.
Can I try?
Sure. Here you go.
Yeah, maybe a little overcooked. I really only have 2 settings. Sorry.
On and off.
Burnt or not burnt, pretty much.
Penelope, I've really missed you, by the way.
Yay, I really missed you too. Do you want those tokens that I gave you? Because I don't know if I have enough.
Yeah, I'm going to try when Sofieus maybe something with tentacles. Like maybe there's like a little stuffed kraken or something like that. I don't know. Like, yeah.
Let's go try a game.
Yeah, let's go try a game.
Let's go.
I'm a huge fan of the fact that you can turn into a giant rage Penelope. That's fantastic. That's new. That's great. Good for you.
Just wait. There's more.
All right.
Penelope. That's actually pretty clever, the Penelope.
I need you to maybe like keep an eye out for Alyndra because she seems to be quite taken by a very bendy man. So.
Oh, that's so nice.
Just make sure she doesn't kill him.
It's not just him. It's all of the performers because part of my faith has to do with bards and performers. Part of Othma's teachings are that stories are told through performance, and you can't pass a bard without tossing a coin to your witcher, to your barder. It's against my faith.
So when you look around for her, Penelope, you actually see Alyndra in this area that's like where there's a live band and a mead market. There's like 42 different kegs of mead, all tapped, waiting to be poured, and a live band has been erected on a very makeshift stage. And they're the ones playing like that very nice like dancing tune. And people are kind of dancing arm in arm and drinking mead. So her equivalent of a beer garden.
Sofieus, can I have this dance?
Holds out her hand.
I start just dancing with Sofieus.
Oh, well, I guess no games for us. Freely, let's go play games.
I am in games.
So there are multiple games here there is let's see. There's a multitude of events. Do you go to like where the sort of Faire directory is painted on a
No.
wooden board? No.
We're looking for the shiniest place.
Okay. The
Shiniest
shiniest
and/or
place
loudest. Yep.
is definitely going to be the fortune teller's tent, but that is not a game. As far as games go, the shiniest place is definitely going to be the House of Terrors. There is a large sort of facade made out of plywood that has a very sort of a caricature of a tiefling on it. And it's very much like out of Cuphead, very exaggerated features, hands together, mouth opens and closes, and that's where you enter into the House of Terrors. And painted in very flourishy letters on the outside on a sandwich board, Penelope, you spy it. It says, to anyone who can last in the House of Terrors and make it to the end, 3 tickets for your troubles.
3 whole tickets. Freely, we have to go.
And underneath it, in even smaller letters, entry 1 token.
We can do that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, I'm brave. Yep.
We're halflings. Halflings are brave.
Halflings are brave. Let's do it.
Halfling of action.
Mm-hmm.
Standing outside, you see the caricature the person that the caricature is based off of. He introduces himself to you with a big flourish. I am Pietro, the tiefling of terror. You dare to enter my House of Terrors?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, apparently.
All right. The safe word is Pietro, please say these words and you will be whisked outside in a blink of an eye if it gets too scary for you in there.
Okay.
1 token each, sir and madame.
Here you go.
They disappear almost as soon as he grabs them and he says, enter and hope that you can survive the House of Terrors.
I just turn into the first person that I see within range is Alyndra Orkira, and I hit him with message. I'm like, we're going in the creepy house. If this is the trap, I'm killing everything inside. And then head on in.
Wait, who did you message?
Whoever I see first is just like, phew.
Probably Alyndra sitting like kind of witnessing like all the dancing and the drinking around her.
Oh, it's the House of Terrors?
I'm sorry, what?
They're going into a House of Terrors alone, the halflings. Perhaps we should go along.
We're not alone. We're together. That's fine.
They're alone.
The maw opens. Wow.
I'm just like,
Half of you go in.
all right,
and
brave.
immediately enveloped with smoke, and then the maw closes.
Brave.
I'll go with them. I don't want them going alone.
But
We're going.
the 2 of them are together, so they're not really alone. I mean,
We're going.
it's probably just one of those haunted house places, right?
Yeah, no, I'm sure that there's nothing wrong with it at all. Everything will be fine. I'm sure it's 2 halflings are going into a giant devil mouth and they'll come out okay.
The first room you walk into is you're surrounded by your own reflection. It's a maze of mirrors. Smoke kind of curls at the edges of the mirrors. And freely, give me a wisdom saving throw.
I do. Oh, natural 20.
Nat 20.
I am very
Nice.
brave. Yeah, right.
That means somebody in our audience wins a bundle from D&D Beyond. Enjoy.
I have advantage against being frightened, but I can't top a 20, so there we go. But it's actually 21 if that matters, but yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Penelope, you also give me a wisdom saving throw.
All right. 23.
Awesome. So as you round one of the bends and corners in this house of mirrors, freely you turn around and you see your own reflection, and its mouth like opens wider and wider and wider and wider, and you see right through it. You're like, oh, this is an illusion. And you reach into the mouth and push, and the glass pushes forward and lets you into the next room.
Yeah, no, they thought they got me. I was fine. I was scared. It's okay. Yeah.
This is so much fun. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Do you want me to like turn on a light? I guess the darkness is part of the point, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you see a sign, no flash photography.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah.
The
I'm
next
like,
room you walk into is almost looks like a haunted forest. The trees look blackened and almost charred, and the smell of smoke fills your nostrils, and it's like the entire forest around you is on fire. The
Uh-oh.
smoke seems visual in nature. It doesn't seem to like burn your nose or catch in your throat. And the trunks of the trees, like I said, are blackened and charred, and the treetops are like kind of cracking and bowing, and some of them look like they have faces that are in pain, and you hear like screams and cries and all types of like chaos around you.
Oh, no,
Um,
Freely, I don't like this room.
no, why does anybody pay to do this?
Penelope, give me a perception check.
Perception is... Oh, no, it's a 5.
Oh no.
Freely, same thing. Give me a perception check.
Also, not a strength. That is a 9.
9. Oh no.
Mhm.
As you like cling to each other, and you say like, I don't like this. You feel it on the back of you. One of the trees bends down and touches you, and you can't help yourself. The words come flying out of your mouth. Pigeon, please.
I hellish rebuke that tree, though.
The tree catches fire, actual fire.
Yeah.
And almost like as though by magic, snap, you find yourselves at right outside the entrance. And Pietro says, "Couldn't make it through my house of terrors, could you? But you did make it into the second room, and therefore a ticket each for your troubles. Come
Okay,
by again if you want to try."
I have to know, who actually said Pietro, please? Was it me or was it him?
Whoever rolled lower.
Ah, dang it.
Yeah, I think that was
I'm not as brave as I
Penelope.
thought.
Aw.
I look at her and I'm like, hey, yeah, no, thank you for saying it, so I didn't have to. I appreciate that, Penelope. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. I could see
Right.
you were not doing well.
Yeah, no, I was. No, I mean, I was fine. I was like, yeah, but hey, and I hand her my ticket. I'm like, there you go, you got 2.
Yay! I don't know what they're for, but I'm gonna find out. What do we do next?
So when you look around you, there is a line of very shiny fish bowls. And inside them are fish of every different metallic color you can think of. And it's a ring toss game.
Wow.
And if you catch the golden fish, you get 2 tickets. Every other fish, you just get to keep the fish. So you could potentially walk out of here with very, very many fish. There is also a hammer toss.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want that.
You see another sign that says jousting tournament starting in 10 minutes. And the 10 minutes is one of those that you put the different numbers on. And then you see a big steaming cup of coffee, and it says Court of Cups on it. And then you see this big, cheesy, glowing pink heart, and it says Key to My Heart. And those are like the Faire games that are around you.
Ooh, coffee.
Ooh,
That sounds
jousting.
excellent to me as well.
I've never even, have I even jousted? I don't know. I want to do it. I want to do it really bad. What kind of horses do they have? Sofieus, is it alright if I go jousting?
Only if I go with you.
Were in a suit, and then you would
Yeah, I'm in a suit right
sit
now.
on someone's shoulders, and it was
Oh,
delightful.
I sat on someone's shoulders? That seems freely.
That
How's your
doesn't
back?
seem like how you play jousting.
I need
My
a
back
horse.
my back is very sore from carrying you through literally everything.
That hurts.
Avren, how
I've
about
been-
you and I
My
play
heart
a
hurts
game?
from carrying you inside of it all this time.
How about you and I play a game together?
Yeah, let's joust.
Jousting?
We joust together.
Together or against each other?
Just against each other. My money's
Oh,
on Sofieus.
I don't understand what the difference is. We joust against and play
Is
the
there
game
couples
together.
jousting? Is there
Yes.
like
Couples jousting.
You can joust doubles.
yeah,
When
jousting
they
doubles?
say couples,
Joustables.
when they say couples jousting, I just put my hands around Penelope's ears, and I'm like, she does not need to hear about your jousting just yet. Okay, thank you. The stork brought Alyndra.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong. So, right. Yeah, let's do the jousting thing. Yeah.
So is jousting something that we can pay to do, or are they
Yes.
paid? Or are they
Every-
paid actors?
Every event is 1 token to enter.
Ooh,
Per person.
Oh, Alyndra, we're gonna have to get some tokens from Penelope so that we can go do the coffee thing.
I was gonna say Penelope and Freely did earn 2 tickets for your ticket pool. Well, I guess technically 1 ticket each.
Okay, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up, and I'm like, hey, how much for 2 people to enter your jousting tournament?
Good evening, my lord. Would you like to enter the lists?
Yes, I would. Yes, I.
Aye, verily. Give me thy name.
Avren.
And
Avren
Sofieus?
of
Avren D.
Is Thelma
Sir
turning to make my
Avren
voice
of
loud again?
Avrendy.
He's the knight of smiles and stink.
Ah, Sir Avren, famed knights of smiles and stink.
Our friendship is over.
And she's the knight of bacon.
That's fair.
Of Buteria.
Buteria, yeah.
Sofieus,
yes.
Sofieus of Buteria.
And Lady Sofieus of Buteria.
All right, so what do we do? Do you got lances? What again? What are we doing? What do we got to do?
See those giant beetles there, sir? Your squire will help you upon a beetle and give you this very novice-friendly version of a lance. You will then attempt to catch as many rings upon thine lance as thou canst.
Oh,
And
that's
if-
not killing things. Okay, yeah, no, I'll do that. That's fine.
Well, that would be a terrible liability, sir. Obviously, you can't lance against each other.
What happened to your accent?
I love it.
You will have 1 round around the corral in which to gather as many rings upon thine lance as you can. At the end, they will all be tallied. And if you win first place, you will get 5 tickets. If you win second place, you will get 3. And if you win third place, you will get 1. And if you win fourth place, then you have lost, sir. So do not come forth.
All right, let's do it. Sophia's. Let's we'll see who gets the most rings.
She hops onto the beetle with her novice-friendly lance.
Okay.
And gives a nod to Avren.
Do you have your squiddling up there as well?
Oh yeah, he's right in front of me.
So bristle.
He's helping me hold the lance.
Okay, I climb on top of my beetle. I want the shiniest, most dark goth beetle. I want a beetle who just doesn't really feel like it wants to be there necessarily.
Yeah. You find the
Pensive
feistiest
beetle.
dung beetle of these beetles. It clacks at you a little bit and kind of nudges at you as you do it.
Yeah.
Give me an animal handling roll.
Oh, this isn't going to go well. It's a very slow potion. I got a 7.
7. The beetle takes off before you're ready. You find yourself clinging to this giant beetle with every ounce of your strength and having a hard time kind of getting it to go where you need it to.
They're way faster than they look.
Give me a D12 roll and then add your dexterity modifier if you're done, but do it at disadvantage because you chose the feistiest beetle.
Oh, never choose the feisty beetle. I got a 3 total.
Oh my god.
Wait, 3 with your
Wow.
dexterity modifier?
You told me to roll a 1d12, right?
Yes.
With my
Mhm.
dexterity modifier,
Mhm.
that would be a 3. Because
rolled a
I am a
2?
god, bow before. Yes, I rolled a 2. I'm very important. I don't know if you've heard of me. I have my own coin, and I'm stuck to a beetle, and I'm going to die.
I'd lean over to Alyndra and I say, "Did you foresee this moment?"
The gentleman taking tokens at the front has to hop inside the corral and help you kind of settle the beetle and bring you back,
This is so-
bring you back to the beetle pen.
So
And he
embarrassing.
And he says very loudly, "Behold, Sir Avren, famed knight of stinking smiles with 3 rings." Really? That's it? 3 rings, ladies and gentlefolk. Truly a feat to be matched.
How did I even get 1 ring? I was hanging upside down. underneath the Beatles nether regions, and I still got 3 rings. That took effort. That's talent. That's talent. That's what that is.
Sofieus, then it is your turn. Same deal, except without disadvantage. Give me a D12 roll plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay. Uh, 8.
With the modifier?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Sofieus finishes her round and does not need assistance back into the pen. And then, the announcer says, yes, Lady Sofieus with 8, nearly more than double. Clearly, the rankings are becoming very clear here. And then the next person hops up onto it. They're a gnome, a deep gnome, Zwerfneblin. They get 5 rings. And he says, Sir Johannes with 5 rings. And then the last person gets onto it. They are a half elf.
How?
And they get 11.
No!
Oh.
No! I want to cast Bane. I want to cast Bane on him.
And Lady Tabitha with 11 rings. You should have cast it before I rolled. As the rings are tallied up, they roll out this makeshift kind of podium or the standings, whatever you want to call them. In the top spot stands Lady Tabitha, and slightly lower in the second spot, Sofieus, and in the third spot, Johannes. And Avren stands off to the side because, as noted, I did say 4th is loser. And he awards the tickets, and Sofieus, you get 3. Right, because it was 5, 3, and then 1.
Yeah.
So you get 3
in
tickets.
your face.
And we all cheer. Yay!
Can Sofieus sleight of hand a few rings from the other winners for Avren?
You can, but they wouldn't, because he announced it out loud when he took them off the lance. It wouldn't affect the standings.
It would just be a nice souvenir.
Also,
Yeah, okay.
if we get caught stealing or cheating, that's probably the best thing to do the first time we're in a new place.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I rolled
a
a 28, Alyndra.
Like
One should always tell the
apparently-
truth.
You don't know your parents. That is interesting.
Oh, I know them. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop telling them. 800,000th time.
Total
Or
role reversal.
800,007th time.
Okay, just as
Not
I
like I'm
taught
counting or
taught you, Alyndra, never use sleight of hand for important things.
Orkira, you haven't done any games. You need to do something I don't know. Isn't there something like boil the goldfish? There's got to be some kind of dragon. I don't know. What's your dragonborn do?
We were
gonna go do the coffee.
Cups.
Yeah.
Do the.
Yeah,
You
Alyndra and
do
I
have-
have to go do the coffee thing. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have 14 tokens left.
I rolled a 28.
On what?
To sleight of hand to steal a few of them for Avren.
Oh, yeah.
I'm,
You get
I'm
a few.
I'm still wanting those.
Yeah. You got your rings.
Here you
There's
go.
so
Avren.
much going on. It's nobody
I
notices.
know.
Yeah, that's right.
Orkira, and you're joined with Alyndra, correct? The two
Yeah,
of
we're
you
good.
head over to the giant steaming coffee cup. This one's 3-dimensional. It's like they've erected it or created it out of paper mache. And there is a slight smoke kind of coming off of it that gives you a very nice homey feel. And as you approach it, you are hit with the smell of chocolate. And just as you enter, on your left, they're selling chocolate truffles in a big case, and they're being sort of there's a taster's tray with samples on it, and then there's cute little tables erected, makeshift, so they're kind of rickety, where you can sit and have a cup of coffee and a truffle, and then there's some sort of game happening on the right.
Alyndra, coffee and truffles is the best game ever. How do we?
This is the best place here, and I didn't think that was possible after all of the performers, but this is.
Yeah, let's get coffee and truffles. Yeah,
What's the game they're playing?
it's not coffee and truffles.
You see a girl in an apron. It's pink and frilly. Kind of like come over and talk to you. Welcome to the Court of Cups. I will be your hostess for today. You can choose to sit at any one of our seats and participate in the game, or you can choose to just enjoy some truffles and coffee for yourself. The game we're playing today is one of wit and taste, for you will be presented with 3 truffles. The person who can correctly guess the flavor of all 3 will be the proud recipient of 3 tickets.
Might I
And
ask
your
how that-
coffee and truffles are covered with the cost of 1 token for admission.
Just to clarify, I just came as on the truffles. I have some allergies and some things I don't eat, so I need to make sure that they're in that zone. Are there allergy warnings, and is there any meat or animal products in it besides the milk?
There is no meat products in them. They do have dairy, and if there's any allergens that may upset you, we do have a medic on standby. And she kind of gestures to like, another cute little half orc with pigtails and a maid outfit.
All right, this sounds lovely. Orkira, do you want to play?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna fail at it, but if I get to eat truffles and coffee, who cares?
I will put bless on both of us.
Okay.
Can we see this happening?
Yeah. So as you guys are like standing outside the aromatic cafe, you're seated. They seat you at the same table, and they bring out a flight, 3 truffles for each of you, and a nice wide cup of coffee. The outside of the coffee is plain black, and the inside looks like it has silver stars in it. As you like start to drink your coffee, like more of the sort of level of it goes down. You can see the inside, but the cup is like has like this very like shifty kind of silvery look on the inside. Yeah, it smells good, and it says, "All right, here it is for all the marbles." And she like kind of stands over you to like be the referee. All
I'm
right.
sorry, what were we doing again? I was too busy smelling the coffee.
Don't ruin your palate, because we are going to identify these truffles.
So
I mean, they look delicious. What do I gotta do?
it's
but-
up to you what senses you want to bring to bear on this. Are you going to try to use your scent? Are you going to try to take a bite and then investigate like what it looks like? Or are you going to try to use your palate?
I don't know if Orkira knows anything about palate. But she'll take a really close look at them before she just pops the whole thing in her mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, the first thing I would probably be doing is looking at at them and sort of trying to see if I can see any identifying textures or ingredients.
Well, the first one almost looks like a bud of some kind. You can give me an investigation check or a nature check to see if you can get a hint from it.
Oh no. All right, I'll investigate just for fun. Oh, this is really pretty. I got a 6.
No. I have an
Investigate.
18.
An 18. So, Orkira, as you like look at it carefully and pop it in your mouth, it tastes very like almost chocolatey and soapy to your palate. To yours, Alyndra, it tastes like a variation on a rose. Like it has like a very floral flavor and a rosy flavor to it.
But this tastes like rose.
Correct. And then she looks at you expectingly, Orkira, like did you verbalize that it tasted like soap?
I hadn't yet. Alyndra says that, and she's just.
Did you apply your bless, by the way?
Oh, I didn't. But I
you
mean,
need guidance for it. Never mind. I'm sorry.
yeah. I mean, I have a -1 to my investigation, so she's like, it's really good.
Did I see Alyndra cast bless?
Probably not, unless she has like a telltale sign that she always does when she casts it. So it's probably nothing that you noticed.
Yeah, very interesting for someone who's anti-trickery. Yeah.
I just want to make sure we don't get poisoned. It's
Okay.
not helping our investigation of it. It's just making sure that if we have to roll saves against being poisoned, it helps.
That's why I've got less restoration. No, I don't know what it tastes like, but it's really nice. But I have coffee. That's all that matters.
The second truffle, you each take it. Do you do the same thing? Do you take a bite and then investigate, or do you just like look at it, or what's your process on this one?
I think Orkira is going to take it and try to take this one a little more seriously. And so she's going to attempt to bite it in half and like be able to look at the inside while she's tasting it. But she's taking it seriously, but also this is an attempt to make the chocolate last longer. So she's not really that concerned about whether she's correct or not.
Okay. So you bite it in half carefully, and then you take a look at it. Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Better at
Alyndra, how do you approach this?
The same way I did before. I'm going to look at it, examine it carefully, and maybe smell it, see what I get there, and then if I get anything there, taste.
Okay. An investigation roll.
I got a 19.
A 19. So as you bite into it, you kind of see on the inside a type of jam, or like a marmalade.
Ooh. Is it like do I get a specific flavor? Do I get strawberry, cherry?
Orange.
Ooh, orange. And she'll just say that out loud as she pops the second half in. Ooh. I wasn't expecting that after the soap.
Let's wait for Alyndra's roll to see how she does.
I had an 18 again.
An 18, yes. You notice like a little bit of like orange like essence sprinkled on the top, like an almost like candied orange that's been kind of like placed on top.
That's orange.
Yep, you're both correct. She says, "Very
pop
good."
it in my mouth and I'm just delighted.
It's
so good.
If you get this last one, you'll get the 3 tickets.
Can we play again so we can have more?
You can. You just have to spend another token.
Can't wait to
How
ask
many
Penelope.
truffles can a dragon eat?
We're about to find out.
That's the guessing game for
Imagine if you
tokens.
put your marshmallows with it.
Oh god, it's gonna be like fondue with chocolate. Like when she gets sick, it's gonna be like.
So lesser restoration is for. Okay, last one.
The last truffle comes out. Do you take the same attempt, Orkira? All right. So
yeah, with this last one, I'll do the same thing. It worked the second time, so I'll bite it in half and.
All right, give me investigation checks.
Oh, you want an investigation this time?
Or actually, if you're biting it in half and like using your sense, like your smell, like perception for you.
Yeah, I got giant snout. Let's give that.
do.
A try.
That was
Rolling like crap though. Jeez.
15.
I was under the Beatles
A
nether
15?
regions.
I got a 16.
A 15 and a 16. You get a vaguely nutty, like sort of smell, and same thing with Alyndra. You see like some kind of nut has been sprinkled on it, but further than that, you don't have any information.
And it's cyanide.
It's a guessing game.
Ooh, cyanide! And she pops the other half into her mouth.
The like hostess says, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's not cyanide."
Oh, that's probably good.
Is there anything in the shape of the truffle?
This one is just kind of square shaped, and it has like some nuts, like kind of sprinkled on
What color
top.
are the nuts?
They're like light brown.
Okay. And I have a hazelnut or almond. I think it's hazelnut.
Pecan. So
Oh,
close.
pecan.
So close. But
Oh,
as a consolation prize for getting 2 out of 3 on your first try, we'll give you 1 ticket. And she like kind of
Thank you.
slides you 1 ticket. Like, you got the first 2 so quickly. You'll have to come and try again. We change out the flights
How often do you change the flights?
every single round.
I'm
Okay.
here for more.
We gotta go find Penelope so we can get more the
There are
tokens.
2 other flights that I have designed. After that, you've reached the apex of your DM's creativity. But there are 9 varieties of truffle.
Orkira is
Wow.
perfectly happy to sit and just roleplay that she spends the next hour doing all of these flights.
Yeah,
and then
we can kind of do that off camera if you want, or
Yeah.
we could do it on camera if you want. If you just want to and we can roll a d4 to see whether or not you win, and you can get the.
I picture she does the other 2 flights and then she comes back the 4th time and they're like, oh, but you already have tried them. And she's like,
Just want the chocolate.
yeah, can I just buy the truffles? I just want to have the truffles in the coffee.
Yeah,
we
if
should
you
go
can
craft
get
it. We can
Penelope to give you 4 tokens, you could sample all of the truffles
All
and
right, what-
have a ludicrous amount
Yes.
of coffee because these are very large coffee cups.
Why all
Orkira,
this is
this is rivaling the plane of ice cream and milkshakes for me.
This is amazing. We got to find Penelope and bring her here once we're
But-
done.
why all
Send a
this is
message to
happening.
Penelope, you have to come here. There's chocolate. There's truffles. They have flavors.
Oh, Feely, I'm hungry now.
Yep, and away we go.
While all this is going on, I'm kind of looking for the people that were giving us dirty side-eyed looks for scooping up the jellyfish or whatever the krill.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just making sure they have the worst time at the carnival, and I'm casting Bane on them. Hashtag Baned.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that they're like just missing their ring tosses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to make sure that when they're trying to do like the hammer toss, the hammer goes nowhere. I just want them to have the worst carnival time. Run out all their tickets.
All right. They spend all their tokens. They don't win anything, but the real prize was the friendship they had along the way.
Yeah.
I feel like the real prize was the fun that I took away from them.
You can't bane friendship.
You can't bane friendship.
You know, since it
I
feel like
wouldn't
I
be
can.
me if it wasn't, I turn on my divine sense if there's any undead Faire fiends in the area of the circus. Within 60 feet of me.
Undead and fiends definitely no.
Undead Fae or fiends.
No, nothing like that.
All right, then I relax a little bit. Like, oh, okay, all right. They're not secretly eating people down here. Okay, all right, great.
Well, it might be.
Mhm.
It's not a
True,
prerequisite to
like
eating
people that are not undead Fae or fiends eat people. You're right about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember those towns,
Some of
those
them
townies?
even cook people into food and sell it. It's not that we don't know anyone like that.
Listen, it was my meat. It was my clones. It's fine.
No, you're making it weird. We're having a good day. Stop being yourself.
It was totally. Listen, it's biodegradable. It's again cruelty free, and also it's biodegradable.
Did you know that if you give them tokens, you can get chocolate and coffee?
Yeah, I'm getting that. You are like hyped up right now.
Yeah.
The chocolate is delicious. Also, we've had 3 cups of coffee.
Feely.
Yeah, maybe don't give
Nope,
the
I'm in.
Dragonborn all the caffeine in the world right now.
No, they got a head start. We got to catch up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Just
Ooh.
going to
Really,
resurrect
look.
someone on accident.
So I'm not planning on
I've never
sleeping
done
tonight.
that.
Yeah,
Lately.
you look in your pouch. You have 8 tokens left, and notice Orkira has spent 6 tokens on coffee and truffles.
I hope this is just
That
Orkira
means
right
we
now.
have
She's
at
that
least
kid in the
6,
stands.
Tickets, right?
Yes,
She's
but
still
you did
impeccable, but
manage
she
to
is
win.
shaking.
in your multiple rounds. You managed to walk away with 3 tickets, Alyndra. And Orkira, you walked away with 1 pity ticket that the host just felt really bad for you because after 9 truffles, you just didn't get 3 right.
This is completely on brand, and Orkira is still super happy because, as far as she's concerned, she paid
One
for truffles and
shiny
coffee.
purple ticket.
And she hands it over to Penelope, shaking slightly from too much coffee and sugar, and says, "This is the best day ever. I'm so glad we came here. Thank you."
Yes, me too. Oh my goodness, there's so much to do here. Freely, did you see that there's a fortune teller?
Wait, we have Alyndra with us. She's always like, I foresee this moment. Like she's
Yeah,
like
most
telling
of
us
them are
what's gonna happen all the time.
charlatans.
Yeah, she's already going to know what the card is. This is why Sofieus me
Ooh.
never played games with her because
if
she's
you-
just like, oh, I
She
figured
always
out.
wins. It doesn't
Yes.
matter. I
Maybe-
practice for days and days, and she always
You'd be able
wins.
to do that.
Maybe the
So
fortune
sweet.
teller is like Alyndra, and they'll just foresee each other's moments.
Yeah, trying to play charades
Ooh.
with Alyndra is a nightmare because she
Like a
always
feedback
foresees what
loop.
that charade is, and it's the whole thing.
But Penelope, if it's gonna
No,
make
it
you
was
happy, let's
just
do
that
it.
You
Because
weren't a very good charade
What?
player.
No, you're really bad at performing, Avren. We've seen that like a lot. Yeah, no, let's do it. Let's. Who knows what they're gonna tell us is gonna happen? Because I didn't see you guys falling out of the sky, and that was today. So who knows what tomorrow's gonna be? I'm in for the fortune.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow them along for the fortune. I've run out of truffles.
Mhm.
Yeah,
This
unless
is like
this-
a golden tent. Like the fabric is heavily embroidered. It's made out of a lot of different kinds of fabrics, but it's like one of the flashier tents here. The smell of sandalwood and like I guess like smoke, like an incensey smell, comes to your nostrils before you even lift the nice heavy veil of the tent. Sitting inside, you see a human with brown skin and sheets of like long white hair kind of like drifting about her, almost like there's like a fan on her. And it occurs to you that maybe there is, as her hair kind of drifts around her. There is a
May I
large,
expect magic?
polished. Yes, of course.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And you see like a shiny like ball in the middle of the room, and off on her right you see a large like very shallow trough, and she says, one at a time, one at a time. I am Vonda Volriken.
Wait, no, I got dragged everywhere. I'm ready. Here we go. Let's see what the hustle is. Here, see if you can read my palm. And I hold my mechanical hand down like
Mhm.
click.
One token.
Does it come out of your hand?
I don't read palms, I tell fortunes, child.
No, okay, all right. I
And
am prepared.
she takes like the large like golden trough, like that's kind of, it's like less of a trough and more like a large like serving dish type of thing, and she like brings it over and she hands it to you, and she says, fill this with water from the lake and come back. Chop chop. It's not
All
far
right.
behind you, like she's
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. I'm like,
very
yeah, if you
close
run
to,
away
like,
with my
the lake.
token, I will tackle you, lady. Tell me if you saw that coming. Yeah, I go out and I do it as requested.
Yeah. You come
bring it
back
back.
in. And as you take it and place it on the table, she moves like her large, shiny, like polished meteorite to the side and places it. And immediately the lights in the tent dim. And she says, look into the water.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to.
And you see like immediately all like the krill you've managed to capture in this water like swims in front of you and moves back and forth, like kind of glittering and shimmering. Give me a, let's see.
A little crilly boys.
Give me a raw D20, but do it with advantage since Freely is a lucky boy.
Hey. Just on the die, an 18.
An 18.
Mm-hmm.
So as you gaze into this like golden dish of water with this like kind of faint blue glimmer, it's like moves back and forth and swims in front of your eyes. And as it does so, you see like a flower start to emerge. Like a flat, like what you see in the mirror is a flower.
Am I sensing what kind of magic she's using, or if she's using magic?
Let's see. Give me an Arcana check.
Is this a flower that I recognize?
Give me a nature
13.
check. With a 13, you feel like the crackle of energy in the air, but you can't tell if she's manipulating it or if the water itself has some type of magical potency.
It's a big old 9, but Freely's convinced. Yeah. He's like,
And is the detect magic pinging off of anything?
The magic is pinging off of her golden dish.
Hmm.
am I supposed to tell you what I see, or do you see it?
Tell me.
It's a flower that's very pretty.
A flower.
What kind of magic
Flowers
is it?
often symbolize all kinds of things. New beginnings, love, usually love.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think something is about to change. Maybe someone close to you. Maybe one of your dearest and nearest relationships.
But good change. This isn't
Yes.
just like, oh no, someone you love is going to be struck dead, because that's my life, honestly. If we're come on.
I think you would see something a bit more ominous if that were the case.
Is there anything else?
Let's see. She like glides her hand across the water and it ripples.
What kind of magic is pinging off of it?
You get like a transmutation magic off of the dish she's using.
So no divination happening. It's all transmutation.
Yes. And as she like takes her hand and like kind of waves it across the surface of the water, it starts to swirl again. Go ahead and give me another d20 roll. This time without advantage.
I
that is 19 on the die this time.
19. So this time when like the krill kind of come together and like swirl in the water, you see like to what your hand or to what your eye looks like a hand.
And I like hold my hand out to like try and touch it in the water. Like,
And as you do so, you notice the hand is smaller than yours.
is it goblin colored?
Well, it's blue. Right? Because the krill is
like
blue.
Blue like Hank was blue?
Yeah, it's like a shimmering blue, like from this color like that this bioluminescent krill is in the pan.
Like I see a hand. Hello. Hi. And I like put my
the hand of fate is pushing you towards something.
Look, is there anything like any sense of direction from the hand? Like, is it like
No, nothing like that. It's not pointing at you, Yakuza. Nothing like that.
The halfling, the ancestral halfling gesture.
No. It just looks like an outstretched hand.
You're being told stop in the name of love.
Right. I do like touch the water and see if the hand tries to interact with me at all when I touch it.
As you touch it, you know, it's almost like for a moment the hand touches yours and then your hand just sinks into the water and the image disappears. It just evaporates.
Really, I'm pretty sure you're never supposed to touch the water. I think that's like the standard thing.
Oh, I'm new here. Hey, thanks. Not really sure what that means. I know a lot of times this stuff only like makes sense in retrospect, which is kind of counterintuitive to a fortune because you're like, oh yeah, I probably should have realized blah. But no, thank you.
Oftentimes, fortunes are merely I wish I had or I knew it all along type of phenomenon.
Well, thank you. Yeah, no, Penelope, you should try this. You should
Thank
super
you
try
for
this.
coming to Vonda's. Next.
Me, please, please. I already went and got my water.
Are down to you're down to I think what 6 tokens if I did my math correctly. Yes, you have 7 tickets and 6 tokens because you had 8. Right? Am I doing my math? Yes, you had 8 and then freely used 1. So you already have your water. She's like, yes, eager, I see. Open the dish. Look into it.
Okay.
You gaze into the water. Give me a d20 roll.
It is a 2.
As you like focus on the water as hard as you can, the krill kind of swirls and it creates this like shifting blue light. And then it forms like the shape that to what your eye just kind of looks like one of those Rorschach images.
I see something.
What do you see?
It looks like a butterfly, or maybe
Focus,
my mom.
Child. Focus.
Oh, okay. I'm focusing.
And then you roll again.
Okay. That is a 15.
15. You see the image of something. Well, actually, give me a nature check.
Ooh. I'm good at that. Sort of. 12.
12. You recognize it with a 12. To your eye, what you see is a giant mole.
It's a giant mole.
And as you like kind of search your mind and reach out and touch it?
Yes.
Okay. As you touch it, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
I whisper to Orkira, she's not using any sort of divination. There's some sort of strange transmutation happening. In a whisper, so it can't be overheard.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 16.
With a 16, you get it. You start to kind of plumb the depths of your mind, and you feel like if you wanted to, you could turn into a giant mole.
Wow. I should do that. I should do
what?
That. Nothing. I'll save it. Okay. It's amazing. I've never
Very
seen one of
cryptic,
those.
my dear. Very cryptic.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I'm very cryptic.
Next, does anyone else want to see what Vonda has in store for them?
I think Sofieus, you want to get your fortune read? I've got some tokens. Silence has been cast. Okay, I told you how many times. It's not funny.
It's not me. It really isn't. I've only done that once.
Sofieus hides the rock with the charred bioluminescent krill on it behind her back and says, "Oh, yes, I will go next." And she still has a little bit left in her alchemy jug and holds it up.
Okay. Pour it into the glass. Give me a d20 roll.
2.
The water kind of swims and swirls and it looks to you like you can't really discern a shape. It almost just looks like vague clouds.
Oh, it is like a peaceful, cloudy day back home.
Now clear your mind and try again. Clouds are kind of a screensaver.
Frogs?
No.
And then you roll again.
I was like, I rolled a 2. 8.
8. This time when you focus in, you see like a vague kind of like forest, but then it goes like kind of back to the clouds pretty quickly.
It looks like I saw some trees.
Trees. I don't know, child. Some people, their mind is too chaotic for the glass to give clarity.
No, it is true.
Maybe some
My mind
meditation
is often
in
all over the
order.
place.
You have to clear and focus like a laser,
Okay.
like a ray of frost, as it were. In time, you'll get to it. Next, you have 5 tokens left.
I don't know, Alyndra, do you want to? It might be fun for you to have your fortune read, or
I do feel as the
Hypothetically.
DM, I should let you know that there are other Faire games you can also play, and there is a place for you to redeem your tickets. So I don't know if you maybe want to check out what you can redeem them for.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is we haven't seen what it's worth because we may want to just. There were things available here that are not available anywhere else. So it seems that we should be perhaps trying to pick some of those things up.
Oh, one of them of a stuffed kraken.
I don't know. We haven't been there yet.
Okay.
Kraken. Well, Vonda kind of leads you all to the opening of her gilded tent, and she says, the ticket counter is somewhere towards the back there. I think it's 2 storefronts over from the Court of Cups. But there is the sort of big event of the fair happening soon. The Turtle Trot.
The what?
Turtles Trot?
Mm-hmm.
So like a
What's
really
the
slow
turtle?
dance.
A very old and ancient turtle who comes out of her burrow and lays her eggs about half a mile from here, but they can't make it to sort of a safe place in time. So we've taken it upon ourselves to each take a beautiful iridescent purple turtle and take it to a much safer land when they hatch. Which happens every 10 years. And it's said that it gives you 10 years good luck. It's called the turtle trot.
That kind of sounds adorable. We should do
Yeah.
that.
It's very
Yeah.
important for the
We're all
preservation
gonna
of
die.
their species.
That's
Some
right up
people
our alley. Let's
surmise that
go.
this turtle is about 600 years old.
Wow.
Sadly, she can't make it back to her original breeding grounds anymore. So when she lays, she does it in maybe not the most optimal location, but over time, people have gotten very superstitious about this act of carrying turtles to the ocean.
Then I certainly would like to see that if that's the highlight of the fair. Let's look at the redemption.
I must
tent and
warn
then-
you, though, the turtles are very heavy.
Oh, okay.
How
Well.
heavy?
Well, let's see. About 167 pounds.
That's very
People
specific.
train all year for the turtle trot.
That's not a problem.
Yeah, no, I'm ready.
Oh no, I can do that. No problem. You say how many pounds? 120?
67.
67.
67.
Yes.
I mean, I can try.
They're very cute, though. I love them. I don't think I'll be participating this year.
Why not?
I just am not quite as fit as I used to be.
Can you do it in pairs?
I suppose I could, but my husband passed last year, and I don't think I have a partner to do the turtle trot with.
Oh.
Although I have to say, there's something very romantic about carrying a baby turtle between the two of you.
Well, Sophia's, that's what we do. We carry turtles. So,
Well,
wanna
I think
go
they're
on the turtle
lining up
trot?
over there.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's
I would
go.
love to.
Do we want to do that at the redemption tent? Find out what the tickets are for?
oh yeah. Well, what are these for? What can we get?
We have to go to the
Um,
tent to see the counter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what Alyndra said. Alyndra leads you all to the.
And before we go, as we're all going out, Orkira will poke her head back in and say, if you decide you want to carry a turtle, I'm happy to help.
Oh.
I would like that very much.
Okay.
And she like says,
Aw.
she like puts like a little sign in front of her tent, and she says, "That's very kind of you."
Well, it seemed important, so yeah. And I don't know if I can carry one by myself, so.
Let it not be said that all dragons are all soot and fire. This one has a little bit of kindness and sweetness in her heart. Maybe it's all of those truffles. My goodness, dear, you smell heavily of chocolate and coffee.
Yeah, she's amped up right now. Also, Penelope.
You smile.
I assume-
It's just like the breath is like it's a good smell, but it's just chocolate and coffee. Like
She
really
goes to like interrupt with it that you're a dragon, and then when everybody goes on, she's like, let's just go help the turtles, okay?
I'm like, Penelope, are you going to help me with this? We're going to show him how it's done? Some
Yeah.
halfling.
Yeah.
Ready? Let's go.
Alyndra leads you to where the ticket tent was pointed out to her. Orkira, Vonda puts her arm in yours,
Aw.
and you kind of walk together.
I will
What-
give my ticket to Penelope to go redeem as she sees.
Do you pull your tickets together like you do at Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Got all 7 of them or whatever we
You
had.
have 7
We-
tickets total, which is very impressive. All right, so the ticket sign is like kind of lit up, and it glows like with a vaguely like kind of a iridescent look to it, and it smells heavily of popcorn, and because there's bags of popcorn kind of hung up on the outside of it. And when you look up, you see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 prizes that are like prominently displayed. They have multiples of them, but there's only 5. There is it says kind of in flourishy handwriting, Heward's Handy Spice Pouch, 15 tickets.
Mm.
And then next to it, a beautiful large hat with golden stars on it, 30 tickets. Then you see a very fancy, like sort of iridescent bottle that's pink and has like a little poofy thing on the side, 10 tickets. Then you see a sort of like creepy Raggedy Ann-esque doll, which is 20 tickets. And then placed above them all, you see a very large stuffed elephant with a golden sort of like blanket over its back and roses around its head, like in a sort of garland. And it says in flourishy writing on the side of its rump, Bertrand, the very best boy. And that is 45 tickets.
Oh.
Oh, I wish we could get Bertrand.
7 tickets. We can't even get anything.
I want a doll.
There's Bertrand, and you want the creepy Raggedy Ann doll?
It's so ugly.
Yes, it's very ugly. It looks like a child made it.
It's got like human teeth. It's like a rabbit.
It's got like a big like smile and like, you know, those like creepy eyes, and kind of sits on its head weird, and it's got like 2 pigtails and a flannel dress.
You just see the flames leap into Freely's eyes like he's about to blast it, but he doesn't do it. But
Why do you have to blast Joy?
it is an abomination. It should not be.
It's a doll. It is adorable.
Well, I guess we can't get anything.
That's why you don't get free hands.
But I would use.
You're close to getting some of the prizes. Oh, poor Penelope looks so heartbroken.
Penelope, is this the kind of place in where if you've got leftover tokens, you can buy tickets?
I don't know.
I've heard of places like that with weird mechanical
I was gonna ask that
warforged.
too.
There could be some sort of token buyback. They could buy back the tokens at let's see. I'm trying to think what an equivalent exchange would be given off of the prizes, because I said it was 3 tickets for that. They'll buy the tokens back at 1 ticket apiece, if you so wish, or you could save them for next session.
Oh.
How many tickets is the Raggedy doll?
That one
10.
is I think that
20
one
is what I have.
45,
I have
45 oh.
No, Bertrand
So
is 45. The doll is 20. The
Mhm.
spice pouch is 15. The second item is 30, and the third item was 10. But I didn't get those down.
Yeah, there was the hat, the
Right,
kind
the
of
hat
like
with stars.
the blue hat with the stars on it, and then the
And what was
strange glass
what was
bottle.
that labeled?
I believe that one was just called Wizard's Cap.
So what I'm getting for this is next session we're robbing some people for tickets.
Oh yeah.
Did Freely say that out loud?
I want the doll, and I want it to be. God, I hope it's possessed. I hope it's possessed. I hope it's
It has-
possessed. I
it
hope it's
has to
creepy and
be.
possessed.
I can fix that if you want.
I will
Yeah,
dispel
if it's
magic.
not, we can change it.
Oh, because we have an attic and we have nothing to put in it yet. We need to put a creepy doll in it.
Avren, I think we should talk about that
It will
first.
tie a whole attic together. We just need
I am
one creepy
to-
doll,
I-
like
I
right
don't
there when you
need-
get upstairs.
I don't need the attic tied together, per se.
Well, why don't we go carry a bunch of turtles and then we'll go play some more games?
But I want a creepy doll.
Well, we'll go play
Yeah.
some more games to go
Avren?
get some more things so that you can have a
Alright.
creepy doll.
Yeah, let's
A-
carry some turtles.
Told you about
Av-
the
Avren,
lost
we're gonna
toy
carry some
we
turtles.
encountered.
Maybe you can stay back and try to earn the doll, and we're all gonna go this way.
I don't. Well, first off, I'm not really big on the earning thing, right? I definitely want the doll.
Turtles.
Turtles.
As Penelope says, turtle.
I like turtles.
Arm in arm, Orkira and Vonda lead the way to where people are starting to gather for the 10th. So I guess it wouldn't be the annual. I don't know what you call it when something happens every 10 years. But
There's probably a
The-
word for it.
The
yeah, there is, I'm sure, a
decade-
word for
the
it,
decadial
right? Where
celebration
people
of
are kind of
turtle carrying.
assembling to go on the turtle trot, wherein they take baby turtles to the ocean, which is
I will
hopefully not
Cast
too far from here.
Tensor's floating disc, which can carry quite a bit of weight.
Mhm.
Figure that might be a way to get some turtles. If we can get the turtles onto the disc, we can get the disc wherever it needs to go.
You cast Tensor's floating disc, and you all walk kind of merrily, arguing about whether or not you want a haunted doll to the baby turtle nest. And that is where we will call it for today's
It's not an
session.
argument. It's not an argument.
Sorry to have remove curse, so if it's
I'm
cursed, I
going
can
to
fix that.
smite that doll so hard.
No, I can
Oh
just-
man.
I'll just remove the curse and then I'll just be a creepy doll. It'll be
The
fine.
curse is. How often do you get something that's cursed? Why would you take a curse off?
Frequently.
Because they usually try to
just
kill
hold-
us.
I hold up my hand and I'm like, more often than you might think.
That's not my fault. You just
know,
had one
maybe
bad
it just
experience
look-
with one cursed doll,
it's-
and now you like judge all cursed dolls now.
It was a cursed doll. It was a cursed cube.
Action figure.
A cursed action
Sword.
figure. Yeah.
Well,
It's
that
a
was
good
your fault. Don't-
distraction. It's a good distraction, so Freely doesn't keep attacking Sir Biswalot.
Yeah, that's
So you refocus on the creepy
refocus
doll.
his efforts, right?
Yeah, you're just lucky that thing didn't ping to my divine sense, or it was going back into the ground.
You know, that warranty on that arm doesn't last forever. It's FYI for you.
Griff, my owl Griff looks at you, Avren, and just the judgiest of eyebrows.
I will be judgy back with you, Griff.
Ooh, judgy fight.
Do you
Guys,
wanna
we have to
try that,
stop
Judge
playing
Griff?
D&D now.
Judgy eyebrow fight.
The
God.
show will never end.
We have to stop playing D&D now.
keep playing
I'm sorry. We're having so much fun.
Yes,
I know.
We gave us places
gotta go-
to be.
I gotta go
yeah,
play a
that's
whole
true.
other game. Yeah, so yeah, there you go.
That's
God.
true. We have to go be adults now.
Mhm.
No, don't say. Why'd you have to say it? I
Why did you
forgot.
say it.
Forgot
I'm
for
gonna
a
go
minute.
make Ravenloft and Animal Crossing now. I am.
Lauren,
No, he's really doing that.
the Dragonborn with a heart of gold. Take it away. Who are you? Where can people find you?
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the community manager for D&D Beyond. You can find me on Twitter as Obo Lauren. You can find me wherever D&D Beyond is hanging about.
Awesome. Hope.
Hi, I'm Hope LaVelle. You can follow me on Twitter at the Hope LaVelle.
Amazing. Todd.
Hi, I'm Todd Kenreck. I'm the creative manager at D&D Beyond, and I play Avren, who likes creepy dolls. There's nothing wrong with that.
Meagan.
No shade. I'm Meagan Kenreck. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Meagan Kenreck. And I do not support putting creepy dolls in our attic. Thank you very much.
Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen Kretchmer. You can find me on Twitter as DreamWisp and on Twitch as DreamWispJen. I also just published the accessibility and tabletop resource, which you can find on my pinned tweet.
Amazing. B. Dave.
Edith Walters, I say words about things. I'm somewhere 7 days a week, including here in about 20 minutes, running the finale of the Outbreak Undead campaign Zombie on the Twitch, Hunters Entertainment Twitch, twitch.tv/Hunters Int, I think. Google it. You'll see it. It's going to be terrible. I'm probably going to kill them all. Yeah, be fine.
Fantastic. And as always, I am Jasmine, that bronze girl Bhullar. You can find me here on Tuesday nights, and I'm a full-time streamer on twitch.tv. My Twitter is vaguely interesting as well. I put salty takes on there. Thank you
Did I
so much
miss
for
Hope?
joining us. No, I got
You
Hope.
missed a
Oh,
while.
yeah. Oh,
Hope.
sorry.
I'm just
everybody.
quick.
I have an order that I go into. So like,
Okay,
I always-
okay,
like
yeah.
it's like a
Mhm.
U or it's like a snake thing. So it's
Also, our amazing theme song by Hope LaVelle.
Mhm.
yes, Hope did an amazing job on our
Hashtag bars.
fantastic theme song. Thank you so much for joining
so
us.
much, Mike.
Every Tuesday night, we appreciate all of your wonderful tweets and awesome YouTube comments. Those of you who can't catch it live, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Take care of each other.
Goodbye.